Hello, and we're back with another review on Let's Talk Whisky. As I said last week, if you tuned in, I was going to start going back through some of the archives and seeing some bottles that I've got left. This one I think was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, halfway through it now, but this is a litre bottling. This was one picked up at the airport when I was coming back from Canada, I think it was. And this is the Balblair 12-year-old. Non-chill filtered, natural colour. The only difference with this one compared to the original bottling is it's a litre. It's 46% in non-chill filtered natural colour. It's great. It's what we're looking for. Matured in American oak, ex-bourbon and double-fired American oak casks. So a kind of double bourbon hit here, which is my style of whiskey. We've got 46% and we've got non-chill filtered. Again, something that I like. This is a Highland distillery up in Tain, not a million miles away from Dornoch, just up past Inverness and continuing north. This is owned by Inverhouse, who also own Old Pulteney and also Speyburn. If you look at Balblair, I think maybe last year or 2 years ago, their sales out with the UK was about 150,000 bottles, which isn't a lot in comparison to Old Pulteney, which I think is their biggest name from the portfolio. If you look outside Hankey Bannister, which is one of their blends that they do, and I think that's all three that are put into that. So for me, when I tried this before, I really enjoyed it. It's been sitting, I have been diving back in now and then, as you can see, but I was just having a little look through my shelf here. I've got one behind me. I should start making my videos a bit better and showing you the whiskey, right? And then I've got one in the living room. And I just seen this and I thought, let's go back, kind of no holes barred, bourbon cask matured whiskey. Why not? We're coming into autumn, starting to get away from the bourbon side of whiskey casks, and we're going to probably start moving into those richer, darker, matured casks as well, your big sherry notes and so forth. But this is a distillery, I think it's the fourth oldest distillery in Scotland, or they claim to be the fourth oldest distillery as well. Producing whiskey, they try and have a higher cut to give a more orangey, apricot style of new make spirit. And then at the end of it, I think they've got another thing that they do. I couldn't really figure out exactly what it was, but it's trying to give us a really good mouthfeel. So again, I love trying new make spirit. I've not been to the distillery, but I would like to try the new make spirit here. As we say, it's very light in colour. I love how it's non-chill filtered. I love how it's natural colour, and they've not changed that. 12-year-old's part of the core range, as is the 15. I think they've got an 18 as well. The older bottles used to be an age statement at the end, not an age statement, but a year statement, so like the 05 or 2005, and they transferred to the new bottles. I don't think it was actually that long ago. But I like the old ones as well, and I do like the new, if we want to call this the new branding. I've got this in my Glencairn glass date. This, as I always, give it a little swirl in there. It's been sitting, I've poured this prior to setting up. And again, we look at that nice kind of golden straw, very light in colour. I say it's double oaked and double fired as well. American oak cask, I think it's white oak, so big bold flavours. I think last time I had this, it was kind of tropical, and I'm hoping for the same again. So as always, we'll get it on the nose, get it on the palate, we'll have a little breakdown of it and just see where this takes us. Can this whiskey change over time from uncorking a bottle? Does it get better? Does it lose some of its bite? Does it lose some of its grit? Does it lose some of its personality? Or does it really open up? There's only one way to find out, so let's get stuck into this. So on the nose, straight away. Do you know there's a kind of creaminess to that? Like the topping of a cheesecake. Like a lemon drizzle cheesecake, or not lemon drizzle, that kind of orange style, like orange zest on top of a cheesecake. It's wonderful, it's quite floral. It's like an orange marmalade. What is that? Is that honey? It's like a real kind of honeyed note there. I took a big, it was like a real nice honey note. So creamy, kind of orange zest cheesecake on the top half, floral, honey. It's really nice. It's 12 years as well. Let's see what it does in the palate then. So, slange it on. good mouthfeel. I would say the creaminess has gone away from the smell, but that orange note is sticking around. It's a little bit floral. It's light. Honey. Light wood. Kind of light wood shavings. The longevity's still there from what I remember last time. It's quieting down on the kind of more bolder fruit front. The nose has, I feel, more going on. The palate is quite light. Really good bourbon notes. It's another dram I don't need to keep going back to chase flavour. I enjoy this. This is a kind of starter whiskey, middle of the road. I think the standard 12, the 70cl bottle, you can get that for about £50, which for me I think is a good price. Yes, you can find other whiskies maybe slightly cheaper, but if you're just looking for a good, honest, we're using, as I say, ex-bourbon and double fried American oak casks. This is a great one. I like it. It's one that I wouldn't add water to. I think the ABV holds itself very, very well. It hides in there. It gives us a lot on the nose. It's given us a lot on the palate. I see that longevity is there, slightly drying now, just at the end. There's nothing really changing on that. Well, the only thing I would say that is coming through is there is a soft wood note, maybe kind of cut oak. But it's great. It's a total. As I say, is it the best whiskey I've ever tried? No. Is it the worst? No. It's sitting in there, and it's one that I would happily see in a bar. I would probably pick up. You're going to get it at a good price, anywhere you kind of go, because it's a core range bottle, right? But just a great nose. There's something else coming through. It's not funk or anything like that, but there's something I've smelled before. I just can't figure it out. It is light. It's viscous, buttery. I think that's a soft butter coming through. Maybe that's the creaminess that I'm getting on the nose and on the palate. Slightly soft butter. Staying with the kind of fruit, the apricot's coming through just very, very slightly from that new make spirit that's been looked into. Honey. And just longevity. Good whiskey, £50. Highland, a well-known whiskey in the UK by lots of things, but maybe further afield not. If you know anything about the kind of Inverhouse bottlings or distilleries, you're going to know about Old Pulteney, then you're popping down probably to Speyburn, and then you've got Balblair, and Balblair is one of these whiskies as well in the Angel Share from the movie that all us Scots will know that have seen. But I've enjoyed this. I'll continue to enjoy this. Am I going to absolutely make it whiskey of the year? Probably not, but I like it. Good, honest whiskey. Where can we go wrong? I'm actually going to think I'm going to go and pour another one here just to sit and enjoy it because I've enjoyed this. And I think I deserve another one. But I'm going to sit back and I'm going to go and finish this, pour my wee second one, enjoy the rest of my night. But as always, join me next week. Let's talk whiskey. Thanks.